Hey guys, it's Miss Penn. I am reaching out to you from inside my home, which is something very different. Didn't expect to begin my time back being at home, but I am glad to be reaching out to you guys. So this week I am doing videos, but next week I'll be doing the virtual classrooms on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 1:30 to 2:45. So you'll log into your Google Classroom and you'll have either the Google code or you can go into Miss Given's Google Classroom, and I put it in there too. But you can come in, we can chat about the different assignments, ask any questions about any reading, math, or science information. So let's look at what assignments you are responsible for this week. And I'm only going to focus on the reading and the math, but if you have other questions, I can definitely try to answer them or reach out to Miss Givens to help. So let's look at what we have. So on Monday, it says that you are going to skim your list of character traits. So that's this list right here, and you have different types of character traits. And if you have any trouble understanding what any of them mean, you can either ask your parent, what does it mean, or you can save them for me on the 27th and we can go over them. Like if you don't know what the word pessimistic means, it means a person who's always thinking about something negative or something bad. You can save those words and we can kind of go over this week's work too during our time together. So let's look back at this. And then it says read the page of day 1 character clues. So let's look at what that looks like. Hold on, guys. All right, here we are with character clues. You have different kind of clues, like an action clue. Character traits are revealed through thoughts and actions and reactions of characters. Good readers carefully observe how the character behaves to make inferences. Remember, that means guesses about the different character traits. For example, standing up to a bully shows courage. So courage, by standing up to that bully, that's showing that you have that bravery in you. Then you have verbal clues. And this is a character trait that is revealed by what the character says and how those words are delivered. So let's look at the example. A character who yells, "No, we're going to do it my way." They may be bossy, or what you would call bossy. So it's the first one is what they do. The second clue is how they say it. And then other clues can be revealed by physical appearance, such as how the person dresses, lives, the interests or hobbies. And their example is a tiny girl who wears frilly dresses. So those are like those tutu dresses. They might be considered dainty or fancy. We'll call it fancy. All right. Now, the other assignment, let's see. It says to read day 1 called Remy. All right. So we are going to find which one that is. Right here. It says, read the passage, "I hate school," thought Remy. So this sounds like a very interesting story. So why don't we go ahead and look at it and read it? You might hear some different noises going on. I'm at home, so you might hear the dog bark, or you might hear the baby cry, or you might hear my Leah yell randomly through the house. So you'll get used to the house noises and stuff. But let's go ahead and read this passage. I hate school, thought Remy. Everything about it is boring and too much work. Remy was large for his age and towered over most of his teachers. So that means he was bigger than most of his teachers. The school's basketball coach wanted him to play on his team because he was tall. The football coach wanted him to play football because he was wide. Remy always responded with, "That sounds like too much work." Because Remy hated work so much, he made everyone around him miserable. During group activities, he never participated and didn't seem to care that all the work was left for his group members to complete while he took a trip to Snoozeville. So let's stop and think about that. So if he hated to do so much to do work, and when he had group time like we do, he kind of didn't do any work at all. And when you take a trip to Snoozeville, that means that you went to sleep. Let's go back to the text. As a result, no one ever wanted Remy in their groups. Remy just shrugged and laid his head back down whenever his classmates groaned at their displeasure of having him assigned to their group. Probably because he didn't help out like he should have. Remy's teacher worked harder than he did most days just trying to get him to write his name on his paper or lift his head up off his desk. "Remy, you're going to fail 6th grade, his teachers were threatened. As if I care, Remy thought. We don't really like how Remy thinks, do we? So, the assignment says his character trait is that he is lazy. So, find the evidence from the passage that proves how this character was developed. His speech. So what did he say that made you think that he is lazy? Well, if we look back, he thought that everything was boring and too much work. His thoughts, as if I care. His effect on others, well, he didn't help his group. So they didn't really want him to be a part of his group. His actions, well, that would be him taking a trip to Snoozeville. No one really likes a teammate who's always sleeping. And then looks. When it came to looks, he would shrug his shoulder. We could use that. Or we could use him laying his head back down. All of those kind of prove that he is more so on the lazy side. Okay, so let's go back to what we're responsible for day 1. And that is all that we needed to do for day 1. So let's take a quick look at the math. To see what you're responsible for on math. Just give me 1 second, kiddos. All right. So in math, you're going to be learning about circles. So they want you to read day 1 of the circles, which we'll do. Then draw a circle like this one in your notebook and complete the activity below in labeling your circle. What I'll do is I will find a video that talks about a chord, a radius, and a diameter, and then the center point to help you understand more parts of the circle. So let's look at the circle vocabulary. might have to download it because it's kind of sideways, isn't it? All right. There we go. All right, or actually you could use this video to help you figure out what the different parts of a circle are. But I'll still go ahead and upload a video just so you'll have it. All right, so your words are center, radius, diameter, and circumference. All right, so the center point is the point that's right in the middle of your circle. That one's kind of easy to remember, right? The distance around the circle, so you see this red outer circle around the circle, that is your circumference. So it's the one that's going around the circle. The radius is a line segment where the endpoints go from the circle, the center of the circle to the edge of the circle. So this is the radius. Okay. And see, you can see that the radius can go anywhere. It could be right here, like you see right here, or I could start from the center and go right here, or right there. Okay, so a radius just starts in the center and goes to the edge. And there's another example. Another example. And another example. So you see that it can go all around the circle as long as it goes from the center to the edge. Now, this is a little different. This is the diameter. So this is it going across the entire circle, and you see that it crosses the center point. Okay, so it has this right here, but also this right there, and it doesn't break. Okay. Now, this red line right here, it is not going through the center point. That is a chord. And it's called a chord because you can see it does not pass through the center, but both endpoints touch the circle or the edge of the circle. So this right here is a chord. Now, if it went through the end point, the center point, it would be the diameter. But you see that it doesn't, so that's why it's called a chord. Okay? So, right here, it kind of tells you what the different lines is. So the purple line right here that's going through the center point, and it's touching both edges of the circle, is your diameter, also in purple. The yellow dot in the middle is your center. And then going from the center point to the edge of the circle is your radius. Okay? Same kind of concept. The yellow line is your diameter, the purple line is your radius, and the red circle going around your circle is the circumference. Okay? Again, the yellow circle going around your circle now is the circumference. The purple line is your diameter, and then the red line is your radius. Right? The yellow line, what do you think it is? It's the radius. The purple circle going around the circle, your circumference. And then the center dot, I even said it, is your center point. All right, so don't forget your buzzword.